weekend, my mother and sister went to visit my cousin Earl, my mother's nephew. My mother and Earl's mother were very close sisters. She was a school teacher in Huntsdale, Mississippi. Really wonderful lady. My brother Phil and I have found a lot of notes and even diaries of my father, things that we've never seen but we have heard talked about in the family. Most anything that my father has written down is related to his business in aviation. Bob Bailey Turbo Thrust Sales, which has the same telephone number as we still have now. It's our home number. My father conducted most of his business face to face. He did, of course, use the telephone, and for possibly 10 years he had a phone inside the car. This is really before mobile phones. They had the phone in the bag that you put in the car and plugged it into the cigarette lighter, so you could make phone calls from your car. He preferred, of course, to do business face-to-face and did not use emails much at all. That's just, something that came along towards the time that he was getting ready to retire. So he has all kinds of handwritten notes and typed memos from several different companies that had to do with anything about airplanes, agriculture, pesticides, herbicides, anything related to the business that he was doing, which mainly focused on the sale of ad caps, crop dusters. Now, he did sell the 4-seater, 6-seater, and 8-seater planes as well. He usually, when he was doing that type of business with Bob Bailey Turbo Thrush, after, beginning in 1977, he'd buy these planes used and totally rework them himself along with another mechanic, and then test fly them, etc., then sell that plane. And of course, he was a trusted pilot with years and years of experience and a good reputation. So we're talking with Southern Heritage Aviation and putting together some ideas. We haven't done anything formal yet. I sent the lady just an idea, which I use the same camera. It's just a pen to record a video while I played a little bit of guitar, then played some rock music, and then some slow music that I felt went well with that particular footage. It's a beautiful full moon up there. Sunday night, August 20th, I believe is the date. I haven't even looked, but 2013, beautiful full moon. Now, there are some personal items in the diary. Philip and I are going to discuss whether or not we want to discuss that with everybody or not. I don't know if how my mom would feel about some of the really personal stuff, related to their marriage and relationship. We really want to focus on his contribution to aviation. No big scandals or anything like that. It's just typical traveling salesman, dedicated to the type of work that he did, loved everything about aviation, loved everything about going to air shows, loved everything about going to conventions, traveling to see other men that were the same business that he was in, comparing notes, doing business, helping each other. And I only traveled with my dad a few times on those business trips, and I usually was not in the office with them while they were conducting details of the business. It just wasn't necessary because I'm not that knowledgeable about airplanes. Like I say, I was an employee of Bob Bailey Turbo Thrush, 81 through 85. Just did a few manual labor type things. So I'm going to get after that. We're looking forward to hooking back up with Southern Heritage Aviation, who did such a great job of the Fordyce Museum, Kirk Fordyce. My dad and Mr. Fordyce were members of the Quiet Birdsmen pilot organization. My dad basically liked Mr. Fordyce. He's, old school tough guy. I find this property out here absolutely beautiful, and this house absolutely beautiful. Beautiful trees, beautiful yard, and you're looking at a Mississippi moon right there. Now, if my fingers didn't hurt so bad, I'd be in there practicing some Mississippi blues, Mississippi rock, Southern rock, and making my attempts to catch up with Mr. Zakk Wylde. I have a friend who's traveled with Zakk Wylde as his backup singer. They happen to look alike, except my friend's a little bit slimmer. I don't think I've ever met Zakk Wylde, but I saw him do a concert on a back of a trailer, a flatbed trailer, like in the way that Elvis did in Tupelo. And did you see the video of Doc, and I believe it's the It's Not Love video, going downtown on a trailer with a rock band playing? Yeah, I'm hoping I didn't scare the people at Southern Heritage Aviation mixing harder rock with airplanes, but the reason that I came up with the idea is because pilots must have very quick analytical thinking. They must know every instrument in the airplane, how to communicate properly with a tower, and of course, have a feel for how to fly one of those things in all conditions.